All right, let's do the business meeting here. And we still got a party in the back. Can you guys on Zoom hear me okay?
Yeah, well, you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, so Visalia was what was it, 2 weeks ago now? Yeah, hold on a second. All right, back to order. Yeah, so Visalia was 2 weeks ago. I know this says Ned has the floor, but I know my family ended up going kind of last minute and really enjoyed the show. That was my second time there. Really wanted to thank the guys that from this group that helped, Ned, Lee, Mike, Larry. I know a few XYLs helped with the raffle booth. You guys did an awesome job and really appreciate the hard work and the massive amounts of time you guys put into making that a success. So at this point, Ned, is there anything, I don't know, we had some follow-up, but is there anything we need to share with the group?
Well, we're going to come to a final settlement of expenses next week. I'll learn of that, and then we'll then figure out what our share might be of that. I assume that it's a positive situation, so we'll work that out when we get the data. And the only thing left at the moment is how to respond to the request from Southern Cal to join their team if we want to do that. So we haven't decided on that yet, but we've been given an opportunity to participate, and kind of up to the club here to decide whether they want to do that or not.
Yeah, and I think at this point we can just query, who's in attendance or whatever. If you guys have feedback, I think John was definitely collecting that, so send him an email. But maybe a quick summary is at the end of the ceremonies on Sunday, they announced that next year Visalia, the DX convention, was not going to happen. Well, since then, Ned and a couple of us on the board have been contacted, and the Southern California group is trying to recruit volunteers, and definitely want to have the convention next year. So we kind of really, I mean, I know Ned and some of these guys put huge amounts of time into helping. Is there anybody next year that from our group that would be willing to volunteer, help out? Okay, we've got one hand in the room. But Ned, should we have them contact you and John, or
Well, I hate to say it, but you almost have to reserve that convention center now, and so
yeah,
they have a need to make a decision soon.
And that was the challenge, is they were putting us under make a decision quick of how much you guys can be involved. And
I mean, but it's kind of in my opinion, it's a soft thing. I don't think when they have to put money down, it gets important, and I don't think that's right away. So it's almost like we can there's no fault if you decide to join them and decide later not to. Nobody loses money, but I think that's the way it is. But it'd be nice to know what the timetable is. But you're right. I mean, it's unfortunately, like a lot of things at clubs these days, it's a small core of people that do most of the work, and it's just a sign of the times. Most people who join clubs don't prefer to just be associated with a club and not actually chip in to help run the club, and that's if that continues to happen, then clubs tend to dry up because the core people tend to get burned out. So I got to say, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, as Virgil said. I have no idea how many hours I put into it in the last year, but I'm retired and I got nothing else to do, right? And it turned out to actually be very satisfying, because we were there's nothing felt better than to see all the smiling faces that were at the convention, including your son, Virgil, who won a big prize. So it's something you remember, and it's one of the more memorable things to do in the year. So it's a good project, but we're going to need probably, if I look at the list of jobs ahead, we're going to need about a half dozen people to commit to put in some time to prepare, to prepare for that event. And if we can get, 4 or 5 people to commit to do something like that, then it might be okay to contact them and say that we can support them. But it's going to take that 4 or 5 people to step forward. I wouldn't mind doing that. I could do programs again. That's not too bad. I know how to do that, but there are a lot of other slots that maybe the big one is registration. We have the technology to do that, but we need somebody who's willing to run that machine, run that system to and that's a big job. That's one they don't have somebody really lined up to do just yet. And if you look at the job list they produced, they had several of their members had 4 or 5 jobs they were going to take care of, which is that's not going to work. So there needs to be a discussion. If we're going to join with them, we need to talk to them about it soon. So that has to happen, in the next week or so, in my opinion. So
Okay, yeah, just for I guess the general members that are here tonight or on Zoom, they're pushing us hard for a volunteer commitment right now. So, it's kind of, there's a lot of other details to work out, but they're trying to reach a go, no go level rapidly to basically lock down the convention center for next year.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have to follow up with some emails and other announcements on that then.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Ned.
All right.
Okay, old business. I don't think we need a whole lot of discussion. I think everything has been processed and moved forward. Mike, can you confirm that we're good? We've got the PayPal set up, the 501c7. Okay. Why doesn't that go away? Hide. Okay. All right, the barbecue. So it's maybe I haven't looked at the calendar, maybe 3 weeks away. We are having a barbecue on May 20th at the Tempe Kiwanis Park. We have a Ramada reserved. We do need advance payment of your meal tickets to reserve the food or order the proper amount of food. And those need to be paid by May 15th. What else? There's been emails that have gone out with John's got a whole Word document with all the details. So if somehow you haven't received that, let us know right away and we'll get it sent to you. But everyone should have received that, correct? All right. There any questions about the barbecue? Hopefully we can see you all there. All right. We are going to have a special event station. We've got some door prizes lined up. We've invited the Northern and Southern Arizona DX associations. Yep. Here's some financial breakdown. We do, because of the expenditure. Did we need to vote? I think we need to vote on this. Yeah, so this is a financial breakdown of the club side of the expenses of what we were gonna pocket, and I think let me go forward one. Yeah. So we were gonna ask for a not to exceeds $1,000. The variable is how many people pay for tickets and attend. To what that number, it might be $500, it might be $600, but I think, yeah, on if we've got 100 attendees, it'd be $858. He's got broken down there kind of in the middle. 60 attendees is in the $515 range. So we need to, Yeah, and that's what, so we've got the 18, yeah, the total meal for each ticket is about, yeah, I think it's about the $25. So yeah, for the everything, the food options and yeah, each member expense is $18. And then a lot of this is kicking in the extra that the club is absorbing. So I think we needed a motion for the not to exceed $1,000. We've got that from Walt. Seconded from Steve. And so all those in favor, vote aye. All those opposed, vote nay. All right, the ayes have it. We'll mark that as passes. Thank you. And again, hopefully see everybody on the 20th at the barbecue. Just a quick reminder, we have updated, or I don't think anything's changed, but just kind of a reminder, we do have the K5 VT repeater. The Brian and the Superstition Club's helping us, but oh, okay. Okay. On this slide, the input and output are flipped. So input is 14792 with the output of 14732. So we'll get that corrected. But yeah, and then the PL or CTCSS tone of 123 hertz. Kind of wanted to promote activity. We've updated the QRZ page and our website. So guys, get on there and use the VHF repeater that we've got on the air. All right, this month's financial report, we'll give the mic to Mike.
Okay, this is as of April 30th, so the numbers are a little bit behind. We're actually up at about 9,800 and change now, due to additional PayPal receipts. And I've been informed that our meeting rental costs goes down $10 starting the next time we're in this room. And let's see, so we had total expenses of about $165 last month, and receipts of about 148. We do have a couple of big things pending. Okay, I didn't see it. This didn't quite get all the updates. We have the large $600 deposit or transaction fee, whatever it is, to get our 501c3 status. That's coming up. That's the biggest one other than picnic expenses that are coming up. And we're well covered. We're well able to pay that. And right now we have a membership count of 116, thanks to one late renewal and one new member this month.
All right, thanks, Mike. All right, next slide. Do we have Tom? Are you on the Zoom?
Yes, I am.
Oh, he is here. All right, Tom, give me a second. I'll get you presenter access and can run through your slides.
Okay. Okay, right now I have one DXpedition coming up in June that we're going to put in the list. I missed the T30 UN, so hopefully we'll catch them on the T31 TT. As far as the challenge, this is what I have so far. I do want to welcome Adam, K7 Mike November, who's put in some data here as well. Again, we do have a new leader, WA0KDS, but Steve is right on his heels. For the marathon, again, I'm thinking a lot of these scores are looking really quite good. And again, K7SP is right in there with everybody else. For DXpeditions, I was a little late. I haven't got any data for these 2 expeditions yet, so I'm sure that will change. And finally, 6 meters. Again, we've got some people who are really cranking up the EXCC. And so hopefully the E-season will kick in here pretty quick. I guess that's it for now. So back to you. Hang on just a second here.
Okay, thanks, Tom. The only other notes I'm seeing from John here are we did have one new member last month, Adam, KM7N. So we wanted to give him a welcome to the group as well. That's all I have for tonight. Is there anything else? All right, we'll see everybody at the barbecue on May 20th. In lieu of that, we are not having a meeting in June. So we'll go May 20th at the barbecue, and then on to our next general meeting here at the church will be in July. All right, everything we'll adjourn for the evening. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.